sisters. I hope all y'all are doing well. Hope everybody can hear me fine, all that good stuff. And yeah, happy New Year's Eve, guys and gals. Looks like Alpha Charlie Concepts was in here earlier this morning. That's an old comment, but that's good stuff. Whew, it's good and hot. Hope everybody's coffee is strong. May the force be with you. Force of the coffee, that is. Hope y'all's coffee is good. Hope y'all are doing good. I'm gonna have to Seventh Stone, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Hope everyone has had a good year. I know for us it's been I guess it's about 50-50. It's had some rough and it's had some good. So I'm gonna take it. We're gonna keep rolling, and we're gonna try to make more good in 2025, because a lot of everything out there is based on our actions. Here's to a good new year. Yes, sir. Seventh Stone said, "Here's to a good new year," and I agree with that. May we all have a good new year. I hope this whole transition of power goes good, and that way, at the top, we don't have to worry about no bullshit or shenanigans, anything like that. I will say, regardless of what's going on up there, you should be focused on bettering yourself. That's why we always say train, like never stop focusing on train. You should do the best you can for your family. So regardless of who's at the top, we're not gonna worry about that. But it is nice when there's less shenanigans. Sorry, I was reading at the message that come through. But it is nice though when we don't have to worry about or better for us. But at the same time, guys, a lot of people say it's like a pendulum swinging. It goes both ways. So that's where a lot of dudes like myself are always kind of focus on repentance. Let me fix that. Okay. Says I am reconnected. How does that look now, guys? Is that better? Y'all let me know if that is looking better. Seems good to go. Seems okay. Okay. Sometimes you guys may need to remind me. I did something very stupid just then. I left my phone attached to the home internet. And I'm going to tell you right now, out here in Alabama, there is no good internet. The best thing I got is this cell service. Unfortunately. That's not good. When that's the best thing you got. So yes, that was a little experience of the home internet. And you guys wonder why I got into radios so much. When you have to deal with that shit, I tell you what, you'll start looking for other ways of communication. Holy cow. Yeah, there's no good option around here. There's literally no good option. The only thing we're going to try, and we're going to wait till we get a little bit more money saved up, because startup sucks, but is the Starlink. Yeah, that's probably your best option around here. The internet that we have now, it's funny. It's some local dude. He is making a shit ton of money off people because he had the money to get it started up, or took out a loan to get it started up. However, whatever he did, there is one fiber optic AT&T line that comes through here, and it runs to a little tower that he owns. That tower is about a mile away, west of us, and he sells these little wireless receivers that connect to that tower. So he gets everybody in the area, and then he charges everybody like a full internet, like you would pay 90, $100, or maybe 100, 110. I think it went up again. We may be up to 110. I know it's like $100, but he charges like $100 to everybody, when he's probably paying $100 for the serve. Now, he had to pay a lot of money for a little plot of land if he didn't own it already, and that tower, but man, he's making a killing. That's a business plan right there. Some may say unethical, and then I don't know. It kind of is, but at the same time, he is. You know, who else has the money to build a tower like that? And AT&T, it don't matter if everybody calls around here wanting internet. They don't care. So that is what it is. Anyway, there's my rambling about our Alabama internet. So let's see, make sure this thing's still working. All right, is anybody got training on schedule for 2025? Just out of curiosity, if anybody's got anything either scheduled or something they're like planning on doing, anything like that. Where's the calendar at? What's Thursday? That's the 2nd. Yeah. Alpha Charlie Concepts. He is definitely constantly training. Demo man done. Need to working on fitness. Are you rucking? Rucking is a good one. It's easier on the knees and stuff. I've been running for a while. I don't run far either. I need to still try to run a little bit while I can, but honestly, rucking's better if you do it right. And on Grunt Proof's channel, you've probably seen it. He's got some damn good breakdowns of rucking, and like what you need to be doing, how to get started, all this good stuff. He's got good videos on that. Ruck walks for the win. Yep. I try to carry, what is it? I'd have to do the math. Trying for a 15-minute mile. There you go, man. Now, is that running or rucking? 15-minute mile. If that's rucking, that is, holy shit, that's smoking it, man. I always try to get in the 17s when I'm rucking. I feel like I'm doing good if I stay in the 17s. And I got short legs, so it damn near looks like I'm running. For me. I try to do it in my boots. Yeah, man, you gotta set goals. That's right. That's right, Demo Man Don. Did you say that was running or rucking, though? Or did you answer that? Did I miss it? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So you probably talking about rucking then. For 15, man, that's smoking it. That's smoking it. Like I said, I just try to keep my oh, treadmill. Okay. Hey, that's good too, man. I got this little. It's like a tread climber thing. It alternates, but kind of gives you. It makes you pick your feet up. It kind of gives you a sense like you're going uphill almost all the time. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 3 miles on that thing versus 3 miles on my road. That thing kicks my ass. It's easier on the road. I hear you, Demo Man Don. He said he's old. I'm getting there. I guess I'm about halfway. I try not to, I'm 36. So I try not to. A lot of my friends are always like, "Oh man, I'm old." And I'm like, dude, we're not that old. I'm like, we're still capable. I'm like, stop saying that. But I will say sometimes I feel it. Sometimes I definitely pop and crack more. Demo said his oldest son. All right, so now you got a goal to keep up with the young guns. There you go. Hey man, you're gonna be beating me on that flipping mile if you get to 15s. Yeah, I guess I need to start doing more. I probably need to lighten up a little bit. His new fitness test that come out is it said to carry 15% of your body weight, and for me that was like just shy of 29 pounds. So and granted, that's doing 6 miles. 6 miles. And let's see. Shit, man. I've only been doing like 1, 2, or 3 mile rucks lately. And I carry, when I've got my chest rig and my backpack on, my ruck on, it's it's like 60 something pounds, 60 to 70 pounds probably, because I got a bunch of weight in the ruck. So probably need to lighten that up some, because that is definitely, and a lot of people ask me that too, that like come over and see what all I carry in that. They're like, good Lord, dude. I'm like, that is not like a normal patrol thing. I intentionally put that in there for weight, so that's not, I'm not gonna be lugging that through the woods. I think when I went and took Stoker's land nav course, I had maybe 20 pounds in my assault pack, and that was including my water and everything. Granted, you're not doing like patrol stuff. It was a land nav course, but still though, I had food, I had e-tool, had a poncho, radio stuff. I think I said food stuff. Your basics. Is anybody off work today? Is today like a holiday? Here at Prepared Citizens, we don't do holidays. Well, not yet anyway. One day, when we get big enough to hire other people, we will. But we don't know. Demo Man Don, I'm off all week. That's right. Yeah, a buddy of mine, he's off this week. He took off this week though. Alpha Charlie said, nope, my whole family's at work. I hear you, man. Good gracious. Oh yeah, I went camping. Me and my oldest daughter went camping. I would call it glamping. But we still, we had a little lightweight tent and did an overnighter. I run 35 pounds of my ruck for workout purposes. There you go. That's the biggest reason I got that much in mine too, man. It's for working out. Ain't even for... And I use that 511 bag that I did a review on a while back. It's like a 35 or 37 liter. It carries. I throw my armor in there. I throw a bunch of water in there. I got calm stuff in there, and I throw the AR 152, the big girl. Throw her in there. And I actually set it up to where I can hear the house. Anybody that needs me from the house. Levi, good morning, brother. Watchdog Preparedness, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Hope your coffee is strong for New Year's Eve. May the force of the coffee be with you. Doing man done. What's that titanium cook set your wife got you for Christmas? Showed a couple mornings ago. Where is it? I actually didn't even use it. Well, I did bring it with me. I still got a little bit of water in it. Let me look at the brand. I found it on Amazon. And I just kind of was like, I really like that. I did try a couple of other of my cook stuff. I didn't get around to everything. This one is called Boundless Voyage. Boundless Voyage. That's what it looks like there. But yeah, still got some water in it. And then it comes with you got a little bowl-ish thing to cook in. You got a canteen cup. And these all fit together. It all fits together pretty snugly. And then it's got a lid. It's got a lid, and that fits on the little bowl or the cup. No, you're good, man. Once I get some field use on it, I'll probably do a review on it. Let you guys. So when we went camping, the biggest thing I was trying, since my daughter was with me, we got a Jackery. I think it's a 1000. I'd have to look at it, but it's like a 2000 max watt output, and we were using that. I was wanting to get some Grail titanium water filter for Chris. Very nice, Levi. That's a good one. But we were trying out the Jackery, see how much power you could actually get out of it, and it was in the 40s, low 40s, and we had this little space heater, and my daughter, being her, she was like running that thing on high for a long time, which, as you know, will drain anything, because those things draw so many amps. And she ran that Jackery down and about literally cooked me out of there. She ran it down to like, I don't know, 18%. And then I was like, all right, turn it off. We can turn it back on in the morning right before we get up. So that's what we did. But I told her, I'm like, from now on, if we're camping, run that on low, on like quarter of the heat output. Do not run it wide ass open. That was pretty funny. But sleep systems, I was using the old military modular sleep system. I don't have a bivy. I gotta order a waterproof bivy cover, which is the most important part. I didn't have that, but I did in the military, but not. I had to buy my own system once I got out. They wanted that one back, and I was not willing to pay their price for it. So it took me years before I got one later. But it did very well. I got the summer and the winter bag together, and I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, when you got those clipped together, you are toasty. And I was using an old military sleep mat, which absolutely sucked. I definitely need to get with Grunt Proof or somebody that does a lot of overnighters and get a better sleep mat. And then she was using my hunting sleeping bag. I don't remember. I think it's like Coleman or something. But it's rated for like 35, so it did well. It did just fine. I will say, if you got the choice, if you're like in the market for a sleep system or a sleeping bag, go with a mummy style. It holds your heat in better. Watchdog Preparedness. Been looking at the MSS once I start this new job. I'm definitely getting one. Yeah, man, it sucks because they keep going up in price, but they are worth it. And I did order a bivy cover for mine finally. And y'all are all gonna laugh, but I don't give a crap. Don't care what y'all think. I know y'all are gonna poke fun at me. I got the ACU digital camo. It is the worst camo the Army ever used. It was the camo that I wore when I was in. But for some reason, I got a brand new ACU bivy and the Woodland bivy, or a multi-cam. God forbid you want a multicam one. If you get the Woodland or multicam, you're going to pay over $100 for a good used one. Whereas I got a brand new ACU one, like in the plastic wrapper with the tags, for 75 bucks. I'm like, I ain't gonna pay. Like, dude, I ain't rich. Like, and I love Woodland. Y'all know me. I love multicam and Woodland. But I am not gonna pay. Like, the only new Woodland I saw, yeah, Demo Man done. I buy ACU gear, it's cheap, dude. You can buy the full. Like, I got to keep some of mine because I didn't even want it back. But yeah, Levi, that's right. You can always paint it, man. They got this thing called Deep Forest Green military spray paint by Rust-Oleum. Hey, you can paint it with that. You can make it whatever color you want. But it by far does the same. I mean, it's the exact same stuff, just different patterns, right? So, but I was not about to pay $150 for a new Woodland one versus 75, literally half price for an ACU. And what am I doing in it? Sleeping. I'm sleeping in it. And the tarp that's going to be over me, which if you guys watch that last video of mine doing the jungle lines, my tarp's multicam, or the poncho. So, I mean, you ain't going to be able to see it anyway. If somebody's up that close to you, your ass is dead anyway. You done messed up, and it's too late. So, anyway, ACU. Here we go. It don't bother me. We'll be just fine. But it was fun. Aside from the gear talk, it was fun to get out and use some of the gear. I used my good old faithful Walmart set, as always. I got I don't know where it's at. Or actually, here it is. I need to wash this stuff. Anyway, I think I put it back in here. These SOE tool bags, a lot of times they'll do specials where you get these for free with an order over $50 or $60. It's called a tool bag light. Dude, I use these things for all kinds of stuff. So I got a lot of my cook stuff in here. Oh yeah, I got to use this one. I hadn't used it yet. It is what's the name brand of it? Toaks titanium cup. Use that. That's pretty good. It finally has some good battle scars on it too. We used the little compact titanium sport thing with it. Worked very well. My daughter, she had her some ramen noodles. And that guy, I'm going to take that upstairs and wash it. So we're going to put that right there. And then the Walmart set, guys. If you're trying to save some money, let me show you guys what to buy. This is cheap as hell. So there's actually a cheaper one of these on Amazon, but the little stoves, the little camp stoves, and the little burner you get at Walmart. I think for this total, I don't remember what this cost. It was not much though. It was like $6, I think. I mean, you're gonna be looking at roughly 20-ish for this, and this will heat, boil water quickly. And then this little set right here is like $10 at Walmart. It's stainless steel. You got a plate, which I need to wash. Then you got a little pot with a top. You can hang it over it, and I've used this several times. And then you got another little pan. So if you want to save money, guys, you don't have to go out and buy the crazy fancy stuff. This stuff I've been using for a while. It works just fine. I mean, it works perfectly fine. Nothing in the world wrong with it. So do with that what you will if you're in the market for something like that, for some camp cook setup stuff. That's really good field stuff, and it's been working for me really good. I've cooked a few meals on it. Now I did get the titanium set here. Well, this is a Christmas gift, but I am excited to have kind of all of this just in one area. And with this being made out of titanium, I can actually take the top off and boil my water in this canteen. So that's kind of cool. I need to do some videos on that probably. I don't know. Guys, I am hard. Like the paracord, the jungle line video. There's all kinds of little stuff I do around here. And luckily that hit me when I was on my last jungle line. I was like, man, I should probably video that. Like, that's kind of cool. I think it might have been my oldest daughter asked me, she's like, do you have a video on that? I'm like, no. So I'm horrible about not doing videos and whatnot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get better at that, showing little skills. I'm actually gonna do one on changing oil soon, maybe today. I'm gonna film that one. There's a couple of little tricks. Thank you, Demo Man Don. I appreciate that. He said that was a good video. I definitely don't have any, I don't know, professional video making skills. That includes me and editing, everything. But as long as I guess the knowledge or skill, whatever, gets transferred properly, that's all that matters. But anyway, there's a couple of really cool tips, and some of you may know this, on just changing your oil. A couple of little things to do that just helps the longevity of a internal combustion engine, and you do them while you're changing oil. And one is priming an oil filter, and the other is how to seal your drain plug really good. And this is stuff, when I went to school to be a Harley-Davidson technician, I actually didn't learn this stuff there. The instructors would teach a little bit of extra skill stuff, but this is actually stuff that came from a Harley-Davidson Master Tech's best friend, which was a Master Tech at a General Motors dealership. So, and that dude is really old school. He's one of those kind of guys that man, there's just so much like forgotten knowledge that he knew. It was really cool. and it was just really cool. I got a buddy, his name, he goes by Spud. He really good motorcycle technician, and he's really good at working on like the Evos and stuff, the older Harleys. Just an example of the cool forgotten knowledge. I don't have one here, but like an old pack of matches, like, you know, you used to go to like a hotel or somewhere and they'd always have that little paper pack of matches. You rip the match out. And Demo Man Don says he's got an 05 Softail. That's awesome, man. I had a 2009 Softail for a long time. I love that bike. But anyway, the matches, a cool little knowledge transfer. And older spark plugs, you would have to gap your own spark plugs. Well, the end of the little paper match set where you would light the match, or no, it wasn't where you'd light it, is where the little flip, the little cover. Anyway, the thickness of that cardboard that they use specifically for those little match packets, that was the distance of the spark plug gap you needed for Evo Harleys, for the Evos. That was like the 80s, early 90s. Watch Dog Preparedness says, my buddy has a Sportster, don't know what year, but I know he loves it. Yeah, man, that was my first bike too. My first street bike was my first street bike was a 97 Sporty 1200. Man, I love that thing. I put some mini apes on it. I love motorcycles, man. I love motorcycles. That is one of my passions in life, is riding motorcycles. I'm going to be doing, y'all are going to laugh your ass off too. I do. But the only motorcycle I got right now is called a Honda Grom. That damn thing, it's street legal. It's a little bike. It is so fun, man. I mean, it is so flipping fun. You're not going to be doing long rides on it. That's the only downer to it. But it's simple. You can, I need to buy me another one. A little motorcycle rack you just put in the back of, you just put in your trailer hitch. And you can roll that Grom up on it and take it wherever you want. When me and my wife would go on vacations to Daytona, we would take the Grom with us and just ride around. Dude, it was so fun. That was one of the funnest bikes you'll ever ride. And it's, what's fun about it is, Demo Man Don says Grom mobs down here. Dude, I love it. There's several around here too. But it's so fun to ride a slow motorcycle wide ass open versus you can't ride a fast. It sucks to ride a fast motorcycle slow. Does that make sense? It's so much funner to ride a slow motorcycle fast. If that makes, you'd have to experience it. It's just fun. Even better, it's got a fucking clown horn on it. If you want to make some people laugh, just spice up their day and fucking double toot that little clown horn when you go by. Oh my gosh, man. I do that shit to all my neighbors and stuff if I'm out riding. Or I'll do it to somebody in public. It is funny. But my kids love riding that thing with me. Me and my wife enjoy it a lot. Me and her ride it together. And dude, it's just anyway. Let me get back to what I was gonna say. So the Honda Grom, it actually has a tactical reason I stuck with it, because yes, it's almost like an Uga horn. It's old school clown horn. But I'm gonna make a video with it. And the reason I like the Grom, it's super quiet. It's low profile. It's very, very easy to operate. It's damn near indestructible. It's a Honda. It's super. The engine is an old design, but it's fuel injected now. Really, really good scout bike. That's why I got it. Scout bike. It is a excellent bike you could use as a scout bike in a SHTF situation. It gets like 100, with just me on it, it gets like 120 miles a gallon, 125 miles a gallon. Like, it's insane. But the versatility of it, you can take it off-road as well. It actually does fairly well off-road. If I put off-road tires on it, it'd do even better. Very good bike. So, I'm actually going to do a video on that, about using it as a scout bike. And that was kind of the reason I stuck with it. Parts availability. Parts everywhere for that thing. Parts are cheap. You could rebuild the engine very cheap. So, yeah. Watch It All Preparedness. I want an Enduro. That will be my next bike. I've been looking at used CB500Xs. It's like a older, been looking at like the, I don't know, 2014-ish. Something about a decade old. But again, those are Hondas. Now, if I had a lot of money to spend, what I would go buy, if I had the choice today, is the new, or kind of new, it's a Honda Trans Alp. It's a 750. Damn, that bike is bad, man. I want one of those. That is a awesome bike. It's a good bike for 2-up, and it's a great bike. It's, you know, kind of a dual purpose bike. Definitely, you could use it as a dirt bike. Not quite like motocross track, but running through the woods, you'd be just fine on that bike. Not too loud, plenty of torque. You can ride that bike anywhere. That'd be an awesome bike. If I had the money. I do not have that kind of money, though. Those are like, just shy of 10 grand. They're less than 10 grand, but by the time you pay your taxes and all, it'd be over 10 grand. But yeah, if anybody ever wants to talk about motorcycles in here, feel free, jump in, throw up a bike. We'll talk about it. I love bikes, man. I've had Harleys. I've had sports bikes. Well, I've had one sport bike, and I loved it. I owned it for a while. It was a Buell XB12R, because I was a Harley tech. So those are basically just torque monster sport bikes that can turn really high RPMs. They got a lot lighter flywheel system in them versus a standard Harley. But yeah, I love bikes, man. I love bikes. That's why I went to school and did all that. I should probably open up a bike shop working on them, because I did that for a long time. And I just, I suck at managing a business. Like, this is pre any business knowledge. Like, I did not know how to manage money. I didn't know how to do anything. As far as the business itself, it was good. If I'd have had someone that was really good at doing the accounting end of it, that ain't no telling where it would have went. But you got to have it all, man. And like starting out in this, I listened to Alex Hormozy. I listened to, what's his name? Andy Frisella. I love him. And I kind of have to set up a system for what I'm doing now. So it's going a lot better now than it did then. But then I made a lot more money, like per customer, a lot more money than I do now. So did my man Don. I grew up around panheads and shovelheads. Nice, nice. Anybody familiar with the Outlaws Motorcycle Club? A lot of them dudes still riding shovels, some pans. When I lived in Orlando going to school, we would go hang out at some of their bars. As long as you were in the Harley program, you were welcome in their bars. And they were pretty cool dudes. I loved looking at their bikes. Don't ever touch one, but I love looking at them. You guys want to hear a funny story? This is a hilarious story. So when I was in MMI, I was going to be a Harley-Davidson technician. there was this other kid in there. His name was Nick. Nick was from, I have not talked to Nick since school. So me and him wasn't like buddies. We were just, we got along. But he was in a lot of my classes. Anyway, goofy kid. Funny dude. He was a party animal. Levi said his ex-wife's 2 uncles were 2 of the 5 founding members of Scorpions. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But anywho, at school, Nick. So Nick rode a sport bike. He had an R6. He was all about sport bikes. And even though he was in the Harley program, he was in it because he said he thinks he'd make more money working on Harleys than sport bikes. Maybe. So he was telling us that he was late one day, a little bit late. He was almost late every day. He smoked pot every day. And just real quick, I want to say good morning. Grew up around bikes, but never had an interest in them. Levi said he grew up around bikes, never had an interest in them. That's cool. A lot of people don't. Lynchpin Supply, good morning, brother. I hope you're doing well. Twin Arrow, is it back up or is it still acting crazy? It's saying it's going. Quick comm check. If it is working, let me know. That way I can carry on with Nick's funny ass story. Maybe it's working now. Let's see, Demo Man Don said 5 by 5. Okay, I think we're rolling. Okay. All right, excellent. So I'm gonna go on with Nick's story. Y'all are gonna like this. It's pretty funny. So Nick said he was late because he saw 6 outlaws on I-4 riding, and he rode a wheelie on his R6 through the middle of them. He thought that was funny as shit. Keep this in mind. This is one of the 3 major motorcycle clubs in the United States, like the biggest clubs. The biggest. These dudes would smoke your ass and not think twice about it. He rode a wheelie through them. Through this group of 6. Gets to school laughing his ass off. Everybody thought it was funny. Next day, Nick's ass don't show up for school. So we're all thinking they done found his ass and killed him. He's dead. Nick said, we're just trying to call him, not answering. We thought for sure he was dead. And we finally heard from him at the end of class. It's like, because these classes are like 4 hours long. It was in the last 30 minutes. Nick finally calls. He starts sending us pictures on his phone. So, we all lived in apartments. And Nick had a Jeep Wrangler. And he had his R6. That was his vehicles. Well, what Nick woke up to that morning, the reason he didn't make it to school that day, his R6 was disassembled in the parking lot, and the engine of that R6 was completely removed from the chassis and thrown through the windshield of his Jeep. He'd been dealing with the police all morning trying to file a report on what happened to his stuff. So yeah, I know firsthand, do not muck around with motorcycle clubs. And they actually probably did him a solid by not killing him. He was trying to be funny. They just thought they would do something they thought was funny. But yes, that's a true story. We all went to his apartment after school and actually had to eyewitness this. We were like, holy shit, that was for real. So yeah, it's pretty funny. That was pretty funny. But on a real note, most motorcycle clubs like that, as long as you're not a dick or do something stupid to them, they're actually really cool dudes. I got along with every one of them I ever had an interaction with. They were cool dudes. Played pool with a bunch of them. They were pretty cool. And they were cool. They'd let you check out, like if you talk to them first, they'd let you check out their bikes and all kind of stuff. Just don't ever try to touch, well, really anybody's bike without talking to them. That should be common sense, but for some reason it's not. But anywho, yeah, cool story. That was a funny story. I always crack up about that. And that sucked too, because that R6 was nice. It was nice. It's not anymore. And the Jeep was nice too. That really goes along with today's term, FAFO, right? I would say that fits hand in hand. The FAFO. That's exactly what happened. That was a lesson learned a long time ago of FAFO. Just Kyle Rittenhouse taught us probably better than anyone about that. I would say that was probably the finest example of that. By far the most extreme. But deserved. I can't blame the young lad. We have a guy at work we call the Sons of Arby's. Sons of Arby's. Man, I don't remember. There used to be a nickname. Man, I do not even remember it. I just remember it being funny. Somebody gave me for the Grom. I don't even remember what it was, though. It's been so long. Champion. I don't know if he's there listening, but Justin, I should have your order shipping later today. Should have you ready to go today, my friend. That's a radio, or a set of radios for programming. Then we got to work on some of, I don't know what I'm going to use. I got a few choices for tomorrow's content. I'm trying to do all the book reviews I've been reading lately. Like, here's the next one I'm going to be doing. This is Stoker's book. Because a lot of people has asked me about reading list. And I was thinking a lot of people for the new year may be wanting to get some books or whatever to, try to read this year. That's why I've been working on the like book reviews lately. Trying to get the ones I recommend out that I've read. If I think it's a good book, I'm going to do a review on it and let you guys know. But, well, dudes, gals, if there's any gals out there right now, I don't know if we've had any of the ladies in here this morning, but I guess I'm about to get to work and finish this up and start editing today's content, because I got a couple of things I may use. I don't know which one yet, but it's New Year's Eve. I hope every one of you guys have a good 2025. Let's plan on it. Let's just say goodbye, farewell, the last cup of coffee, well, maybe, to 2024. Sayonara, and let's kick 2025's ass. Let's each of us get better. Let's motivate each other. And Levi, I'm jealous of you. You're getting snow. It's like, it's not warm, but it's not cold here right now. So, damn it. I'm ready for some snow. I love snow, man. Seventh stone. It will be a good year. This is a threat. That's right. It will be. We're going to make it. Demo Man Don. Have a good one, brother. Yep, you guys have a good one. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, drinking some coffee with me, and especially dealing with the bullshit internet stuff. I know that's aggravating. It's as aggravating on y'all's end as it is mine. So appreciate you hanging in there with me. Watchdog preparedness will be a good year. Got some training days already in the midst of setting up. Yep. Yeah, I got my first pistol class I'm teaching January 18th. If anyone's interested in that, in the East Alabama, West Georgia area. And let's see. I don't have any medical. I got some training I'm going to in February. I plan on trying to do a lot more. I'm still waiting to hear back from my mom if she can do some babysitting for me or not. Might be going, what is it? Let me look at my calendar. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Might be going to Jacksonville. Happy New Year, everyone. Yep, Levi, yes, sir. Happy New Year, brother. Hope y'all are good. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day. And I will see you guys Friday. And we will talk about how we're starting it off, what we're doing. So, guys, God bless you. Thank you again. Y'all stay safe out there. And I will talk to y'all Friday. Have a good one. Maybe we'll have some better internet.